How's it going? And welcome back to EliteMarketingEmpire.com. Today we're going to be looking at some ways to build up your prospecting and get in front of more people with your opportunity and products. But before I get into that, I want to share a story with you that really illustrates the point that I'm trying to make within this video. So let's say, for example, I'm sure everybody has seen a homeless person before. And what that homeless person does is, the way that homeless person gets money is, let's say, starting out, the homeless person just holds out their hand or maybe a cap or something, and people put money up in there. But they don't stop there. Let's say they grab a sign and they put homeless or hungry around there on their sign and say, please help. That's going to boost them getting even more money. Then let's say over here they got a bell and they ringing that bell, of course, to get people attention to notice them. That's going to boost their chances of getting even more money. Now let's say they begin to walk down the aisle with the sign around their neck, ringing a bell, holding up a cup. Maybe they got a cup or a cap and they rattling it with the change that's already up in there. Then that's going to even boost their sales even more. So the point that I'm making here is, if you simply just pick up the phone and start cold calling people, you're going to get appointments. Because what's going to happen is, when you pick up the phone, it doesn't matter how good your script is or not. When you pick up the phone and simply ask for the appointment, you're going to run into people who are going to give you an appointment, because 1/3 of the people you call are already in the market and looking for whatever it is you're marketing, whether it's a business opportunity or your products and service. The other 1/3 is not interested and they'll always say no. The other 1/3 is what sets you apart from everybody in your business, because see, this first 1/3 everybody gonna get because they're looking for you. This other 1/3 isn't necessarily looking for you, but this is what's gonna make you stand out from the masses when you go after this 1/3. So the way to get to this 1/3 is, you would do, in essence, what that homeless person would do. When you're creating your script, you would give them specifically what it is you do, exactly what it is you offer, and more importantly, you ask for the appointment. Like, that's the biggest part of all about this. And don't worry about it, because I'm being vague in this video, because on my blog, which the link will be below, gives you an example of the script that I've been using for a while now that's really been successful, as well as the format in which to create your own script that meets your specific needs. So don't worry about that part. More importantly, what we need to understand is, over here, to get to this 1/3, we have to do a few things. And the first thing we have to do is, we have to get appointments. If we get appointments, we're going to get to that 1/3. And basically the way it was taught to me after reading the book is, A equals P and P equals S. And what that simply means is, appointments equal prospects and prospects equal sales. If you're not out getting appointments, then you can't get prospects. If you're not getting prospects, then you can't get sales and business partners. So the way it will work is, if you want to boost your chances of getting to this 1/3, then you will have to understand a few things. First thing you need to know about it is, you have to know your numbers. And what do I mean by know your numbers? For example, if you call 15 people and you get, let's say, 3 appointments, then your number is 1, 5, and 1. So that means for every 5 people you call, you get 1 appointment. But let's say that for every appointment you get, for every 3 appointments you get, let's say you close out 1 person. Then that means if you wanted 3 appointments, you will have to get 15 people, right? So 15 people you call, you're going to get 3 appointments. So with them 3 appointments, what you're going to do is, you expect it to close out 1. So if you want to ramp up that number, you would just simply call up more people. It's just that simple. So if your goal was to only make, let's say, one sale a week, then you know all you have to do is set aside time for you to call 5 people, because remember, you get one appointment for every 5 people you call, right? And then you will have to, for every 3 appointments, you get 1 sale. So you will have to call up 15 people, which guarantees you 3 appointments, which guarantees you 1 sale. And that's basically what the power of knowing your numbers is. That's going to add more over here to you getting that 1/3. The next thing you have to know to boost up your sales for that 1/3 is you have to know your sales cycle. And what I mean by your sales cycle is, let's say you talk to this person on, let's say, January 1st, right? But you don't actually make the sale on this person until January 15th. Then that means that the sale that you made on January 15th was from work you did on January 1st. So what that simply means is this: your average sales cycle for the time you introduce or do your presentation until the time that person buys is about 2 weeks. So if you know that, then what happens is you can't, like, when you get these peaks and valleys, it's because people done ran out of their prospects. And now to build them prospects back up to make a sale takes 2 weeks. The key to it is always prospecting, always having somebody to talk to. And the way to do that is through cold calling. Like, I know right now you online because you want to learn a better way to generate leads versus cold calling. And I completely understand that. But I think Ray Higgins said it best when he made the statement on his webinar and said that it's very important that you understand where you are today within your business. Because if you don't, and you rely on just the internet to bring in prospects, then you could go weeks or even months before you start getting prospects. And then even after you get those prospects, you still have a 2-week span before the average person comes into your business or buys your product. That's huge when you really understand it. So that means every person you talk to, even after you talk to them, it's still another 2 weeks before you make a sale. And depending upon how your comp plan is set up and how your business is structured, it may be 30 days before they get billed or whatever the case may be. All of that stuff is a factor when you're doing it. So the whole point of this is, if you pick up the phone, you'll simply make more sales. You'll make more sales and you'll bring in more business partners. Now, for me, I'll give you an example. Within my primary business, the way I use it, and you'll find this out once you head over to the page, I market business to business. So the way I get in front of business owners, small business owners, is because my company offers marketing products. So I use those marketing products to get me in front of small business owners, and I have a series of questions that I ask that I've developed that not only gives me insight into, if my product is right for them, but if they're right for my business opportunity. And based off of that, if I feel they're right, then I give them a business magazine. And the reason why I don't give them a brochure is because they're business owners. That type of stuff won't move them. What they want to just see is the facts and the numbers, and from there they'll make their decision. And I know a lot of people say go pick back up the magazine. I don't do that, because what I understand is, with them being business owners, even if it's not right for them, I know it's someone in their circle that it is right for, and I just make sure that, of course, my name is on the back of it, where everything's look professional and things like that. And from there, I just I send it out there and let it go. That's one way you can get in front of business owners. But let's say you don't have a product that actually that you can market to business owners. Well, if you create a script that talks about your business, your primary business, and you call up enough businesses, you're going to find out that you have business owners that's struggling right now to stay afloat. You're going to find out that you have business owners that's actually actively looking for another source of income. You're going to find out that you have business owners out there that's tired of, they can barely pay their payroll. You're going to find out that you have business owners out there that's tired of what they're doing and ready to retire. You're going to find out that business owners understand how to make money. And if you put your business opportunity in front of them and they feel like they can run with it, they're going to join. More importantly, you're going to find out that by recruiting up, meaning a step above you, going after business owners, people who've already proven themselves, your business is going to take off by itself. And that's the power of cold calling. Now, one would say, can't you do that online? And I would agree, you can do that online, and you should be making efforts to do that online. For example, I have a blog, Elite Marketing Empire. But what I understand is my blog hasn't taken off because I just started it not too long ago. So it hasn't taken off. So if I wait on my blog to produce me leads and sales, then I'm probably looking at 4 months if I'm waiting on Google, because I'm into SEO. So I'm waiting on Google to index my blog, get me in the search engines and things like that as I'm marketing through the search engines and doing that type of stuff. So that means the average network marketer out there would have stopped everything they're doing, and when they finally do start getting leads, it's going to be that 2 weeks before they see their first sale. And the average person is going to have you come back. So if you're doing face-to-face, or even if you're doing it over the phone, you have to let them watch the presentation. Then you have to set a date for you to call back after they done seen the presentation. And then from there, you can possibly close them if they have the money. If they don't have the money, then you got to wait till they payday. And then if you wait till they payday, you have to make sure you catch them before they go spend all the money. So having said all that, it's better to keep your pipeline stuffed. Now, one person may say, where do you find prospects offline at? Well, it's simple. I mean, you can go to the yellow pages. Like for me, I just go to the yellow pages. I pick a zip code that I want to market my product to. I pick a category, and then I go online. I put in those specific specifications, and I get a whole list of businesses. From there, I have my script that I've memorized, and I just start calling people. It's really just that simple. And because I already understand that 1/3 is already going to say yes, I really don't feel bad when people tell me no. I mean, you're going to get no's, you're going to get hung up on, you're going to get all of those things, but in the process, that's just moving you closer to your yes. So, I mean, if you understand that principle now, then around this time next month, you can easily be a lot further in your business than you were today, as long as you implement what you're going to learn here today. And to take this even further and to get some cool resources, you can head over to my blog. You'll get a free training there, as well as you will see exactly how to break your script down piece by piece and what it entails. Because I know a lot of people will rather have someone just give them a script. But the problem with that is when someone just gives you a script, it tends not to meet your needs. So you want to learn how to create your own script, so that way when you get objections and things like that, you're able to incorporate those objections into your script to get you even more appointments, which is going to equal more prospects, which is going to equal more sales and business partners, if that makes sense. So right now, click the link in the description, head over to my blog, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. This is Willie from Elite Marketing Empire saying, take action, happy marketing.